You've got to be careful down breeze here at 4 Pines. Blake Brayley trying to measure this kick-off. Drops it into the in goal. So Jake Trbojevic to bring it back. And look at that welcoming committee. 3 games in 12 days. Had 6 days off completely before returning to training. They're looking slick here from one side to the other. Hopewadi against Stone Street. He beat him. And Ramian able to drag him down from behind, but the penalty for the flop, I think.
Jeez, he must be strong, Lehigh Hopewadi.
Okay. Go two.
On Nickera. Kick on the fullback and Trbojevic able to make the tackle. And Clever, no fullback, and they'll stroll over for the first try. Mulatalo, how clever was that from Hines?
Says, just kick for me, mate. Just kick it. Yeah. Gal.
Yeah, Freddie, it was great vision from Nico and, of course, Ronaldo Mulatalo, but it all started to play the ball before that.
Brayley, Hines. Oh, Fanua Blake doesn't have a hand laid on him. Remember me, he says, big AFB at Manly.
Brayley jumps out. He makes the extra man, so the defence is nice and wide. Now, Isuzu MUX replay. Adam Fanua Blake straight under the post.
So much going through this man, Hines. Harbour Bridge pass. Stone Street off the right. Still going, Sammy. And that's a double movement, I fancy. Or it's a penalty for a high shot against Manly.
Well, it's better than a try.
It's been hitting them well. And right over the black dot, it is 14-0. Pass together here. Oh, Trindle left it behind. The speed is Saab.
Kick for Saab.
Kick for Saab. And his soccer will work out for Garrick. It's still on here for Saab. This will be some try to get Manly going.
Go, Jace.
Oh, shot to go, Jace.
Oh, yeah.
And the speed men arrived just in time for Manly.
There's a bit of Coca-Cola for you.
6 more.
If he went right, he had Saab in the corner.
Cola. Only try scorer so far for Manly. In search of a double, he'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh, the fizz.
This will show it. Try confirm.
The refs have done a good job with this. They've sort of been identifying players that are not having a go and trying to drag a penalty.
Fanua Blake being called out of it. Now they go right. Intercept thrown. Is it Iro? Is he held on there? Referee says penalty. Touchy was saying they're all offside. And we are all locked up. On the last, Hines does drop it on the boot. Late decision. It's a bother of a kick, and Garrick is caught. Ball's loose! Oh, ball's loose! And Trindle scores!
Just need to check that his feet don't go
If he's
dead
not out of
fast.
play when he coughed it up,
Easy,
it's a
haven't given
Cronulla
it
try
yet.
for sure.
I haven't time off. Haven't given a try yet. Get away.
Someone had plenty to say.
Watch the right foot of Billy Burns. Ball goes onto his back there.
He puts in.
No further touch off Billy, he's fine.
It hits his head, and there's my man, Trindle.
Trindle waits as the second options. Hines will go through the hands. Burns, how's that for a kick? That's brilliant! And Mulatalo on the end of things. The skill from the back rower.
Ronaldo, that could possibly be the winner.
He's a clever player, Billy Burns. He's a really good player. Been at a few clubs.
In traffic, Nico. But Fanua Blake, and that ricocheted off Hines. Again, Burns was clever. Iro slides over and they're running away with it here, Cronulla. Full time here. The Sharks 30, the Sea Eagles 14.
Seems it felt like you had chances to win that in the second half before it slipped away pretty quickly.
Yeah, we did. We got ourselves obviously back 14-all with 20-something minutes to go. So we just missed that opportunity. I think back into the game we just killed ourselves with errors, or across the whole game we killed ourselves with errors. So we come up with 15 errors for the game. So there's plenty of fight, but we just we killed ourselves.
Do you feel like the game sort of summed up a bit hot and cold, and you consider it was really good for that 20 minutes?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. No, we were really good to start that second half. We turned up the footy down our end of the field, and they were good enough to capitalise a number of times. End of sets, I think there was a couple of tries from kicks, and we just put a lot of pressure on ourselves with field position. Obviously, they had a heap more possession. We just weren't good enough to get the job done tonight.
I know you had the win over Penrith a fortnight ago before the bye, but do you feel like your football now is? How do you feel that compares to where you were after the first 4 rounds of the competition?
It's different. It's different because that's the second time we've played the Sharks. Obviously, we thought we'd learned quite a bit from the first time we played them, and we felt as though we could give ourselves a really good opportunity to play well. Where we are from the first month, we won 3 of our first 4. So obviously, I think we won one from our last 4 or something like that. So we need to be better. There's no doubt about it.
Can I ask you thoughts on the first half, Serb's report on the commentary was that told the guys just to flush it and forget it? I think we made 9 errors. So I actually thought coming in 14-0 after the amount of possession and field position we gave them, Dan, I thought we would take that. And we're really confident getting ourselves back in the game. Like we felt as though if we could, just build our sets a bit better. I felt as though our kick chase defence was pretty good, other than a little bit of discipline, mate. But we felt confident and we got ourselves back into the game. There's just a couple of errors towards the back end. We weren't good enough to defend. Jez, can I ask how it was feeling out there in attack, especially in the first half? Passes, like timing and passes just didn't seem to quite hit the mark.
Yeah, I mean that was obviously the story of the first half. Was our attack was a bit clunky and we had 9 errors, compounding it with ill discipline. So that's what it looks like when you put a lot of pressure on yourself as a side. So you don't want to be falling into a trap in this competition of hoping that your attack saves your defence. But that 20 minutes after half time is exactly the sort of footy team that I believe we can be and have shown at times, which is a really threatening side, defensively really strong, and applying pressure through our defence, and then off the back of that winning field position and getting some tries on the board. So it was a very big contrast tonight between the 2 ways we played, and a lot of that was the pressure we put on ourselves through forcing errors and ill discipline when we were defending. Where
you drill into where the clunkiness does come from? Because like you say, there are moments when it looks brilliant and you do have such great attack, but there's others where it just doesn't look that way at all.
I'm a really firm believer that your defence and attack are very much linked. And when you're putting yourself under a lot of pressure through defence, you can lead to some really poor attack because then you start to chase the game. So I think it's as simple as that. When you're defending well, I genuinely believe you can lead into your attack really well. So we got both wrong tonight.
Definitely. Like your best defence helps your best attack, and vice versa. So I agree 100%. That's sort of what we've spoken about in there. We did a good job, as I said, with our kick chase and where Chaz and Brooksy handed over the footy. We did a great job with that, but there was times there where discipline let us down, or Mark not working hard enough or something like that, and they poked their nose through. So they turn over the footy down our end of the field really deep, and then that disrupts your attack. So it's a cycle, and I agree 100%.
Moving forward, how do you make sure that defensive effort and pressure is there for the whole game rather than just patches?
We just got to continue to practice, continue to work hard. I think we, as Ches spoke, alluded to, we did it for sort of 20 minutes tonight, but that's not going to beat a team like Cronulla, right? So they've been the top 4 the last couple of years for a reason, and so they made us pay. Like you saw that towards the end. Even when it was a real contest and they jumped in front 20-14, I still had confidence that we'd come back and get the result that we wanted. But the fence dropped off at the back end of the game, and we didn't get another chance.
So you've got a really good record off the back of the bye. What was the preparation like this week?
compared to previous
other
weeks.
times.
The same. Yeah, the same. We felt as though we had a good week. There's no excuse. We were back in. We're back in on Monday. We had a really full and thorough preparation, so there's no excuse there. Yeah, we just didn't look like we trained during the week at times, but there was times where we looked really good, and that's where we've got to continue to try and close that gap, which is obviously frustrating for us internally and our supporters as well. Cheers, guys.
Fitzy, they were resilient in the last 20 minutes there, where the way the comebacks have gone this weekend, it looked like they might come over the top of you.
Yeah, we probably expected There's periods come and go. Obviously, it's a difficult place to come and play, so probably expected that they're going to have a run of possession and be hard to handle for a bit, but sort of we prepared for that. We've had some good lessons in that this year, and I also felt like the players were pretty calm and looked pretty connected still out there under pressure, so it was pretty pleasing.
Do you feel like maybe with the exception of that 10-15 minutes, like you guys were pretty clinical for most of the match today? Just sort of no frills, but controlled the game pretty well.
Yeah, I do. I felt like we played strongly last week, give or take a couple of sets when we had 12 men on the field as well. So it's been building, but probably got to take the opportunity to thank the staff and the players. And we've been, that's 6 weeks in a row away from on the road with some number of trips, and the players, no one's sook, no one's whinge. It's really, really good time for us to connect, and gradually, we probably don't feel like we're getting better. We've improved slowly, but still feel like we've got some more levels, and we'll need them with the way some of the teams are performing at the moment. We need to find a new gear. So this is a very difficult place to come and play here, and they're a good side. So we're really pleased. But off the back of the amount of time we've had away, I just think the staff and the medical team and players deserve some credit.
You mentioned the lessons learnt. Was Leichhardt one of those, given similar sort of thing, massive home crowd, and right behind them when they were coming home?
Yeah, Leichhardt and Canberra as well in the last 20 odd seconds or something like that. So some pain there, but lessons as well. Early in the year, you just don't get everything your own way in this game. It's too hard. So I just loved watching the players just accept it, deal with it, and keep going about their work. So that was pleasing today. But like I said, it's not a gift coming here. You've got to work really hard, and you've got to get a lot of things right to get away from here.
Cam, Fitzy's mentioned the first half of the year where you guys have been around the globe. What's it been like in the playing group, and have you noticed things changing, given you have spent so much time together?
Yeah, I think I need to give a big rap to, as the coach said, the staff and all the players. Like, when you see the schedule there, you can look at it two ways. You can be like, a lot of trouble, whatnot, or you can look at it like it's a good opportunity to connect, get together, spend more time together than you normally would. And I feel that's what we've done. And we've had a couple of results that haven't gone our way, but the connection has grown, and we've really enjoyed the time together. So I think we've made the most of it.
As we go to the back end of the season, you might look back on this 6 week period as a really important period for the team?
Oh, I don't know. It's still so far to go. I'm not sure. I'd like to think so. If you can, as Cam said, we're taking the positives out of it, well connected, and we've had to work hard and overcome some stuff. But mate, everyone does. Like, it's not even the teams that haven't trouble as much. Still hiccups. There's still curveballs, and 1 week in one foul swoop, things can change really quickly in the NRL. So I don't know. We don't want to get too far out of ourselves either. We've got 6 days. We play Melbourne, so we need to cool the jets a bit and get ready for that.
How pleased have you been with the way Jesse Colquinn's come back into the side these last couple of weeks?
Yeah, really happy for him. He's had not only the knee reco, but he had a broke. He probably might have been in the team to start the season the 2 years before. He broke his foot in the trial, got going, come in the back end of the year, broke his foot in the trial the year after, and then we got him back in the team and then did his knee. So thrilled for him to be back. He's we've got high hopes for Jess.
Cam, what's it been like to see him, I guess, work through these last couple of years of injuries to get back out there?
Yeah, been through a knee myself. I know how hard it is to come back and find your feet. And he was probably 2 weeks in reserve grade, and then last week I thought he was outstanding in his first game back. So he's such a level-headed kid, very talented, but he's got to
bright future, but we just want to keep him on the field and keep working hard.
Fitzy, Nico Hines was busy today, really busy. Do you think he's getting back towards his best?
Yeah, I think he's had a good number of good performances now, and he's running the ball. He's kicking well. I feel like he's organising the team well. He's in a good space, and he's not letting anything get to him. And he's focused purely on the team and his teammates, and he's playing strongly at the moment. And can only see him and Tricky getting better together the more time they spend on the field. Yeah.
You spoke a lot earlier, you said balance and attacking, getting the balance right, cars and whatnot. Do you feel like you've got that balance now? Even like just in today, we're talking about being clinical, but also like there were 2 tries that came from early kicks, especially the first one when Nico got Tom out of position. Like, do you sort of feel like you're getting that balance in your attack now? More so than what it was maybe first half?
At times, definitely. Like, we're pretty clear on our roles there and how to do it, but just think, everyone worries too much about it. We've got to play well. Like, the halves need to control the game. They need to connect. If one gets on the ball, the other gets off. If one of the other bloke's on the ball, the other one's off. They've got to kick well. They've got to defend well. So the more times we get that going, but that's been steady in a lot of ways and pretty consistent now. But I don't think they're. I think they can get better. Yeah. Thanks, guys.